What's up, y'all? Shadypeach here, and in today's video we are going to be doing a triple treasure trove challenge, where essentially we're going to open up 3 troves of the new set, Reign of Jafar, and we're going to see which one of them holds the highest value. And hopefully, finally, we hit a enchanted, because we still haven't hit one for this set yet. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So, here is our first of 3. Before I get into that, I do have some loose packs that I got for going to a sealed event. I got second place. It was only 8 people though, so there's not really too much to brag about. So that's why it's very few packs that I have to work with. So we'll go ahead and open up those first, and then we'll go ahead and go through each trove, and then kind of go from there. I'm also going to be going to a sealed event today. I always highly recommend go to sealed events at the start of a format, because there is no rush really to build your deck. Your constructed deck at the very beginning of a format, just because the entire meta is in a very fluid state, so things will constantly be changing, and the way I like to look at it is the experts will eventually figure out what you should be running, and then you can kind of go from there. But that's just me. I follow the crowd for the most part, but I try to do my own thing also in the mix of it, so I'll take a grain of salt with what the experts say, and then I'll try to make my own version of what they say. But I don't necessarily disavow trying to be creative and make your own thing, but I just highly recommend doing sealed events at the very beginning, because they help you get used to the cards, and they kind of kill time a little bit for a lot of the prices to come down, because a lot of things are very overhyped and overpriced at the very beginning of a format. I would say cards like this, rares and uncommons, are kind of the star of the show, at least at first glance for this set. I don't think a lot of the legendaries are necessarily like game breaking. It's not like Maui Shark or Tamatoa were in the last couple sets, but there's some good ones, I feel like. Alright, is that the second foil Honey Lemon that we got? Alright, but I feel like a lot of the best cards in this are just the basic cards that aren't too hard to get a hold of, which isn't always a bad thing, but usually want to strive for something big. I still think that the Raya and the Mari are the 2 best legendaries in the set, but time will tell if the other ones kind of grow. A lot of people pointed out to me that a lot of the cards in this set may not seem good right now, but once rotation happens, then they might very well be. I think this is one of the best cards in the set, hands down, Beyond the Horizon, and it's an uncommon, so not too shabby. We got Mulan. Oh, we got a legendary in our loose pack, not too bad. People have also pointed out to me, if all of the field clear goes away, this guy will be unstoppable. I doubt that that's the case. You'd have to get rid of Be Prepared, Lady Tremaine, and Be King Undisputed. Those are the 3 cards that come to mind in order to get rid of this guy. But I doubt that they would do that, because I think they would know they're breaking their own game. And that's kind of funny. The Mouse Queen looks like she's cowering before. Oh, what am I doing? I don't care about the Mouse Queen. I care about Radigan. Alright, so 1 legendary already. Not too bad, not too bad. I have a slew of Radigans. I have so many, so I'm hoping he's going to be very valuable in this set. I'm right now kind of holding all of my cards that I've pulled. I don't want to sell too much, just because I want to know what's going to be good, and then kind of go from there. So I'm hoarding everything for this set. Highly recommend that right now, just because everything's very fluid. Alright, we got Pouncing Practice, Trials and Tribulations, Honey Lemon. We got Stitch, and a Gaston. Alright. So, those are, I think, the valuable cards that we got in those 4 random packs. So now we'll go ahead and go on to our first trove. These are all from Downtown Disney. So we will see. Yeah, this is, well, yeah, I would say it's pretty even. So, I have never, except once, opened up an entire case and not hit an enchanted, and that set was Azurite Sea, as you guys know, and this is the first set to follow that trend. So I have not done well. I've opened over 100 packs already of this set and not hit a single enchanted, so that's pretty crazy. If you didn't see my previous Trove video, so this is the lore counter. It's actually, I didn't actually notice about the backside. It's got that cool snake going on. We've got the new Jafar. Ooh, this lore counter is a little stuck. There we go. Now it's going. We've got a little bit of deserty sand looking dice. And then we have our dividers. I'm not going to open it up because I already opened it up in the previous video where I opened up a Trove for the first time. But the main thing we're here for is the 8 packs. So we're going to go ahead and compare each of these 3 troves, see which one of them gives us the best value, and then kind of go from there. So, and then I'll just keep the loose pack cards separate. Alright. It'd be very sad if the loose packs are the most valuable things. Just a legendary Radigan. Alright, so first pack we got Fred. I keep calling her Shia LaBeouf. She's pretty dang close. Thank you guys, by the way. You told me about the miscuts. Aren't really miscuts, but they're purposeful miscuts for the hollows for Nero and Brutus. And same thing for the little ducks in, oh my gosh, in DuckTales. I don't know why I couldn't think for a second. Got Ludwig von Drake. Nice! Okay. That's arguably, in my opinion, the best legendary in the set, at least at first glance. We have a Raya, so that's pretty good in a first pack. All right. And an Abu. Okay. And we also got a Ludwig von Drake, which is also pretty good. And I think Arthur is also pretty solid. So not too shabby for a first pack. Not too shabby at all. I'm kind of iffy on the Vanish mechanic. I think the Jafar is pretty good. I think the Vanish definitely has high potential with Jafar. I know that this card is being comboed with him. I don't know. I just feel like maybe Purple Steel might be just solid without the whole Vanish mechanic and just doing standard Purple Steel. You could still run Yagos, sure, but I don't know if I'd go an entire deck build around the Vanish mechanic, but we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. That's just my opinion. All right, we got March Hare, Antonio's Jaguar, Anita Radcliffe. We have Ryder, Ariana, Gaston. We have Huey, Lena Saberwing. She's going Ghost. We have Quick Shot, Fred, Belle's favorite book, and an Anna. Okay. All right, let's see. We got a Raya. Can we hit a Namari? That'd be really cool. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we can hit that Namari. All right, we've got Dale, Jim Deere, that person, I can never say her name, Cusco, Toby Turtle, Mushu, Jeweled Collar, Stop Chaos in its Tracks, The Coachman. We got Big Mushu, Queen of Hearts, and a Joey. And thank you guys also, I asked the question in a couple of my videos, where are these pigeons from? And 1,000 people, not 1,000, several people said Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. So thank you. I now know that they're from Bolt. I only saw that movie once, so a little fuzzy on that. I just remember there's a cat that gets declawed, and it's really sad. That's pretty much my extent of my knowledge on the movie Bolt. But I can rewatch it again now that I'm older and kind of go from there. All right, next pack we got Cha-Cha, Darling Deer, Go-Go Tamago, Yelena, General Lee. I'm still waiting for Shang Yu. I think he'd be a great villain. We have a sword. That's pretty good. We got an Arthur. But no Shang Yu just yet. We have Vinny and an Honest John. All right. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. The majority of people that I've talked to also have said that they've had a really hard time pulling enchantments this set. And it just might just be as hard as it's always been, and people that I know are just getting unlucky. But I'm sure that's just what it is. I don't think that the rarity has gone up any further. All right, we got Ariana. Let's go ahead and take from this side and mix things up. One legendary so far. Let's see. I usually want to average 2 legendaries per trove. That's the goal, but it's not always the case. Next up, we got Tramp, Dalmatian Puppy, Olaf, Bambi, Bobby, Vanellope von Schweetz, The Nephew's Piggy Bank, Madam Mim, She's Your Person, a Sword of Shan Yu, got Antonio Madrigal, and a Megara. What does she do? I love her so much, but it looks like she needs a Hades in play in order to be effective. Art on that card is really cool. Megara is my favorite Disney girl, for sure. All right. So it'd be cool if they made a solid one. All right, next up we got Jock, Jean, television set. Actually, I do like Vanellope, but it's pretty close between Meg and Vanellope. We got Rookfort, Madame Mim, Walk the Plank, Claw Hauser, Bruno Madrigal, and a Candy Drift. Okay, final pack for the first Trove. Let's see what we got. Come on. Give us another legendary at least. Maybe a Lilo. Not so much digging the Stitch. So Lilo would be pretty cool. Namari. Let's see. We got Wardrobe, Royal Guard, Magic Carpets. I'm going to move my microphone a little closer. Lafayette, Louis, Alma Madrigal, Bernard, Nani. There we go. We did get a second legendary. We've got Bambi, Little Prince. I don't think we've pulled this guy yet, so that's awesome. Bambi, Little Prince, and a Mad Dog. All right, not too bad for a first Trove. We did get 2 legendaries that I feel like have value overall. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And we got a couple Arthurs as well. All right, I will take it. If every Trove is like that, it's pretty solid, but obviously we want a little more. So that's Trove number 1. Now we'll move on to Trove number 2. Let's see, let's see. Give us some love, give us some love. I'll say this, the Troves are neatly organized. Like, I don't have to like get the 8 packs like scrambled in between the 2 pockets. Maybe that's just Downtown Disney taking very good care of the packs. Hard to say. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I doing it backwards? Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we got Trove number 1 done. A pile for Trove number 2. All right. Let's just start with this Minnie Mouse. All right. What do we got? What do we got? All right. We've got Mad Dog, Dalmatian Puppy, Olaf, Ryder, Dump Truck, Alice, Only So Much Room, Ice Spikes, another Beyond the Horizon, very nice, love that card, Minnie Mouse, there we go, legendary first pack, I love it. We got a Lilo Causing an Uproar, and a foil Ludwig von Drake, not too bad for a first pack, that's actually awesome, I will take it. Starting off strong, I'll gladly take that. All right. I'm mixing up where we're taking the packs from. I think I have 3 Lilos now, so 1 more, and I think I will have a playset. Not that I don't think I would run a playset, but we'll see. We got Megara. Scoot things over. Ariana. Friend Owl. Twitter Pated. Trials and Tribulations. She's Your Person. Atlantean Crystal. Mushu. And a Mushu. That's kind of funny that they'd go together that well. All right. I think Mushu's actually pretty good. Oh, he's a common. All right, he'll be easy enough to find. The little one, at least. All right. Take some down here. Let's see. Would love to pull an Enchanted Lilo or Stitch. Would love that. Just after seeing the Lilo and Stitch movie, I think that'd be great. Also, I think the big one that I'm chasing would be No Worries. But, you know, Annie Enchanted at this point will do. Most everyone's mad here. Queen of Hearts. And a Napoleon. Alright. Try to mix it up a little bit. Keep us on our toes. This looks like Minnie Mouse is just giving the eyeball to Jafar over here. She's eyeballing him. Alright, what do we got? We've got Jock, Charlotte LaBeouf, the Mouse Queen, Bambi, Genie, Mushu, Sir Pellinor, King Candy, Quick Shots, Anna. We got Vincenzo, and hey, there we go. We got another miscut, Louis. So we can go ahead and put this together with the rest of the picture. I don't know if we have all 3. I think I do not have that one. I could be wrong. I know I have the middle one, so whatever one that is. All right. I don't know if they're worth anything, though. But it'll just be cool to put that in a binder. Okay. Next up, we have Jock, Joey, Mrs. Potts, Palace Guard, Toby Turtle, Mr. Snoops, Jumba Jukiba, Hiro Hamada, Honest John, the Colonel, Into the Unknown, amazing card, and a Hamster Ball. All right. People are saying Into the Unknown is the best card in the set. I would say I'd mostly agree with that. It's a pretty good card. I'm a little jealous that it's only Blurple that gets to use it, but good for them. They've been a deck that's been up and coming recently, and I hope they secure a top spot. They're a great deck color. All right, we got Mad Dog, Jean, Anita Radcliffe, Ryder, Monterey Jack, Mr. Snoops, Magica Dispel, Napoleon, Get Out, which is also an arguably pretty good card. We got Wrong Lever, Flynn Rider, and a Vinny. All right, I'm going to take out this Minnie Mouse because she's just been eyeballing this Jafar the whole time. Let's see. What do you have to say, Minnie? Okay. Next up, we've got Cha-Cha, Jim Deere, Wasabi, Yelena, Khan, Mushu, The Coachman, Nephew's Piggy Bank, Madam Mim, Flower, Gadget Hack Wrench, and a foil wardrobe. All right, so it looks like, again, the first pack was probably the best pack. So let's see. We got last pack magic for Trove number 2. What do you got, Trove number 2? Got anything for us? Because right now, I believe Trove number 1 has 2 legendaries to your 1. So let's see. All right, we've got Dale, Charlotte LaBeouf, Anita Radcliffe, Royal Guard, Hamster Ball, Lumiere, Candy Drift, Pluto, Drun, Faline, Cusco, and a Chempurse. All right, so it does look like the first pack was the best pack. So right now, it looks like Trove number 1 is winning. I mean, it's cool that we got another Miscut Louie, but I got to give it to Trove number 1 because it came with 2 legendaries as opposed to 1. All right, Trove number 3, final Trove. Let's see. Who is going to come out on top? Let's see. Oh, I was just complimenting how the stuff isn't strewn about, but it's not that bad. It's just 1 pack. All right. Let's see. Final Trove magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. There we go. All the marbles. Let's see if we can finally hit an enchanted. I don't know, guys. Boy. I mean, it makes you really appreciate an enchanted when you get one, just because sometimes you get them back to back, but sometimes it's just like, oh my god, I've opened like almost 1,000 packs. Whereas the enchanted, sometimes you just don't get lucky. So that's really all it is. We've got Khan, Vanellope Von Schweetz, Pua, They Never Come Back, Zipper, Monstro, which is arguably a pretty good card. I have mixed feelings about Monstro, but we'll see. So I'll put him to the side. We've got Bolt and another Magica Dispel. All right. All right, next pack. Let us see. All right, next up we've got Tramp, Antonio's Jaguar, Anita Radcliffe, Royal Guard, Magic Carpets, Friend Owl, Don Carnage, Undermine, Rookfort, we got Nani, Rhino, and a Jiminy Cricket. Almost said hamster ball, just because there was a hamster ball on the picture. All right, mixing it up. I'm going to take from the top now. Let's see. What else have we got? Oh, nope. I need these things. All right. we've got Jock. I feel like we've been starting with Jock for a while now. We got Mrs. Potts, Palace Guard, General Lee, Lloyd Orange Boar, Ka, Lena Saberwing, Stopped Chaos in its tracks, Means No Worries, Wreck-It Ralph, and a Joey. Alright, this Trove is starting off slow. The first two Troves had a heck of a start just because they opened up with a legendary right off the bat. Let's see. Can this Trove make up? What do we got? We got Bill the Lizard, Jean, Olaf, Bambi, Ariana, Lafayette, Chip. We have Get Out, Figaro. Is that so hard for me to say? Wreck-It Ralph. There we go. We did hit a legendary, but in my opinion, it's the worst one. We have Chief Bogo, Commanding Officer. All right, and hey, that's pretty good. Okay, so we have a double legendary pack, and one of them is foil, so not too shabby. We got Pinocchio, Strings Attached. Don't know how I feel about this guy yet. There's so many I don't know how I feel, but I don't like Chief Bogo. I don't think Chief Bogo is that good. But that's cool. We have a foil legendary for Amethyst. All right, and then we got our Chief Bogo. All right. It's like, where is the good pack? There's a good pack in here somewhere, right? Hopefully. All right. All right, now it's pretty even. It's pretty even. Let's see. But we still have 4 packs, if you include this one, left. So maybe Trove number 3 will take it. We'll see, we'll see. We've got Picard, Dewey, Little Sister, Scarab, Monterey Jack, Brutus. We have Huey, Blue Fairy, Quick Shots, Desperate Plan, Archimedes, and a Chaka. I'm going to put Desperate Plan over there with those boys, because I think it's actually a pretty good card. All right. Let's take out one of these Jafars. Come on, baby. Now, why are you so hard to open all of a sudden? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. All right. What do we got? What do we got? All right, we've got Chaka, or Cha-Cha, Joey, Little Sister, Scarab, Toby Turtle, Lloyd Orange Boar, Pua, Blue Fairy, Abu, Heads Held High, Nothing We Won't Do, and a Basil. All right. Last 2 packs. Obviously, we got to leave Jafar for last. He's the star of the show. So that's how we'll do it. All right. What do we got going on? Next up, we have Tipo, Calhoun, Mrs. Potts, Megara. We have Captain Hook, Cricky, Jeweled Collar, Stopped Chaos in its tracks, The Coachman, Alice. There we go. Okay, so this one's got 3 legendaries now, so that's actually pretty good. We got Radigan, Greedy Genius, and a Wasabi. All right, so even though we got 2 legendaries that are kind of mid, we did get a decent legendary that's foil, and we still got 1 pack left. So I'm going to have to give it to Trove number 3, I think. But let's see what this final pack has to say. Man, I have a lot of Radigans. I really hope he's worth something at this point. All right. Let's see. Next up, we have Kempers, Perdita, Bat Lady, Camilo Madrigal, Captain Hook, Gaston, Thumper, Arthur, which is pretty good. I'll put him to the side. We have that lady, Anya, Maui, and final card of the day, and Alice. All right, and the Maui's actually pretty decent too. I don't know if it'll be used, but I think he's pretty decent. So no enchanted today, as per usual. But I gotta give it to Trove number 3. That's pretty good to get 3 legendaries, 1 of them foil. And then Trove number 2, we had these oh, actually Trove number 2 only had 1 legendary. It had a miscut though, which is kind of cool. Miscut, as we say. And then Trove number 1, the best legendaries. Man, the staples are pretty even. I don't know how much Raya's going for right now, but the fact that we got a foil legendary, I'm going to go ahead at the moment and just give the victory to Trove number 3. So I think that's the one that makes the most sense. So overall, the ratio was actually pretty good in terms of the legendaries that showed up. And then even in our loose pack, we hit another Radigan. So I have like a slew. I have like 6 or 7 Radigans at this point. It's crazy. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy. In the next video, we're going to take a little break, just a little break from Reign of Jafar, and we're going to go ahead and revisit an older set, and then we'll be right back to it. And just, I like to space things out instead of just overwhelming you guys with the same set over and over and over again, and kind of mix it up. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. It really does help me out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right.